Welcome to Digimon.
Hello and welcome to Digimon and welcome to yet another deck profile. If you're liking this content, please make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel and ding that notification bell so you're not missing out on any of the latest content. Now, we are looking today at what I said on Monday was 7 Great Demon Lords. I got the name wrong in that video, I'm sorry. I don't have time to re-edit that video. Just at me, bruh. This is Dan's list, and this what he refers to as Lucemon Gate, which basically is like a more Lucemon-centered version of 7 Great Demon Lords. It has a lot of the 7 Great Demon Lords tools, but it's also carrying a lot of the Lucemon stuff in it. So definitely a more Lucemon-focused deck build, but very much using the 7 Great Demon Lords as well. So I hope you guys like this one. It's a little bit less classic 7 Great Demon Lords, but again, like I said in Monday's video, sometimes we just got to have fun with our deck building creativity instead of always just going, you know, this is how we play it, everybody. But this is the list, so let's get into it. So first things first, let's look at our egg. So we've got the Gate of Deadly Sins here. You place the top of your Digi-Egg deck as the as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card, and delete all of your Digimon. If this effect deleted, you place a 7 Great Demon Lords trait card from your trash as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution cards. And breeding, end of opponent's turn. By deleting this Digimon with 7 or more Digivolution cards with different names, you may play one Agudamon from your trash without paying the cost. So really cool. Then it also has a breeding effect as the inheritable as well, which is when a 7 Great Demon Lords trait Digimon card would be played, you may reduce the play cost by 3. If this Digimon has 5 or more Digivolution cards with different names, you may reduce the cost by 4 instead. So you can really get, you know, the more sins you have underneath your first sins, the more reduction you can do, which it gets stupid as goes on. And there's actually someone who commented on the Royal Knights video we did last week, which was basically it's a shame 7 Demon Lords is just better than Royal Knights, and this is one of the reasons why they have better access to reduction than Royal Knights does, and more, more reduction at that as well. Then we go into the level 3s. The first one is the Lucemon from BT4. On play, recovery +1, really good. And then all turns, this Digimon can only digivolve into Digimon with Lucemon in their names. So it can only do that sort of digivolution into your Lucemons. Then we've also got the the EX6, Lucemon, which is when this card would be played if you don't have a level 5 or lower Digimon, reduce the play cost by 5, so a really good turn of 1 play in this deck. Start of your main phase and on play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with the Angel, Archangel, 3 Great Angels, or 7 Great Demon Lords trait among them to the hand, then trash the rest. Then end of your turn, by placing one of your level 6 Digimon on top of your security stack, this Digimon may digivolve into Lucemon Chaos Mode in your trash without paying the cost. So of the two, this Lucemon is definitely the better one, but this one does give you that recovery, so really nice. Then into more Lucemons. We've got the Chaos Mode from BT18. On play when digivolving, your opponent may delete one of their Digimon or Tamers. If this effect didn't delete, recovery +1, and trash your opponent's top security. So forcing your opponent to choose something to delete on their board, or give yourself a recovery whilst they take damage. Sometimes, really tough choice. All turns on this as well. When this Digimon would leave the battle area, by trashing your bottom security card, it doesn't leave. It's a very similar effect to the all turns effect of the Lucemon Chaos Mode from EX6. Both of these are played at 4 copies each, by the way. On play when digivolving, your opponent may delete one of their Digimon. If this effect didn't delete, trash the top card of their security deck and recovery +1, so similar kind of situation as the last one. And then all turns, when this Digimon would leave the battle area, by returning one Lucemon from its Digivolution cards or your trash to the bottom of the deck, you may play one Lucemon Satan Mode or one level 6 7 Great Demon Lords trait Digimon card from your trash without paying the cost. And this is one of the reasons why this works so well in this deck, obviously. It can play out your Satan modes, it can play out your other Demon Lords. It's just really, really good. We've also got 4 copies of Lucemon X as well. All turns, when this Digimon would leave the battle area, if a card with Lucemon in its name is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, by trashing both players' top security cards, it doesn't leave. So if you try and kill it, it will just be like, nope, and I'm going to take your security and one of mine. And what? End of turn effect, your opponent may trash their top security card. If this effect didn't trash, recovery +1, and delete one of their Digimon or Tamers. And that's the end of turn effect, then counteracts any damage it might do to itself with the all turns effect. Just a really good card. Really freaking good. But that is all of the Lucemons, almost. We've got one more. We then got the rest of the level 6s to go through. We'll go for Leviamon first. This is the EX5 one. Security attack +1 on play when digivolving. If your opponent has as many or more total Digimon and Tamers as you, delete one of your opponent's highest level Digimon and then delete one of their opponent's lowest level Digimon. So it can almost guaranteed going to delete 2 things at the same time, and actually can get around certain protection effects such as Greymon, for example, because it will attempt to delete Greymon X with the first effect, and then continuing as the same effect will then delete one of the lowest ones. So if they've only got a Greymon out and they've protected from part of that effect, they can't protect from both. You know, really, really good. Then we've also got Leviamon X as well. When an effect plays an opponent's Digimon or Tamer, one of your Leviamon or Digimon with X antibody in their Digivolution cards may digivolve into this card without paying the cost. So just going to be using the Leviamons for this because there are no X antibodies in this deck. But really, really good. Security attack +2 on this guy. When digivolving, if your opponent has as many or more total Digimon and Tamers as you, delete one of their Tamers, then delete one of your opponent's level 3, one of their level 5, and one of the level 7 Digimon. So it does so much deletion. It's a really good card. You know, and just even better in 7 Great Demon Lords because you're completely clearing your board a lot of the time. So just fantastic. Then we've got the EX6 Lilithmon. On play when digivolving until the end of your opponent's turn, one of their Digimon gains end of your turn, delete this Digimon. All turns, once per turn, when this Digimon leaves the battle area other than by battle, by deleting one level 5 or lower Digimon prevents it from leaving. So that includes your opponent's Digimon. You can delete their Digimon to save your Lilithmon. Opponent's turn effect, when another Digimon is deleted, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. There's so much just trashing in this deck. It's crazy. Then we've got 2 copies of the Creepymon. Has blocker. On play when digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP. Trash as many cards to the top of your deck as the level of the Digimon this effect deleted. So the higher the higher the level of the Digimon that you delete, the more stuff you trash, which means more chance of getting what you need in your trash. All turns, when this Digimon would leave the battle area other than by battle, place 1 7 Great Demon Lords trait card from your trash as this bottom distribution card of your Gate of Deadly Sins in the breeding area. So really, really good. Then we've also got the Beelzemon. Has Rush. On play when digivolving, trash the top 4 cards of your deck. Then if you have 10 or more cards of your trash, de-digivolve to one of your opponent's Digimon. Which, yeah, getting enough trash stuff in the trash to do that de-digivolution, super easy in this deck. All turns, when this Digimon would leave the battle area other than by battle, place 1 7 Great Demon's trait card from your trash as a bottom distribution cards of one of your Gate of Deadly Sins. So same as the Creepymon. Then going into the level 7s, we have Satan Mode at 2 copies. So this guy digivolves on top of your Lucemon Chaos Modes for a cost of 6, or on top of anything else for a cost of 6. When digivolving, by placing 1 Lucemon Lava from your trash to your empty breeding area without paying the cost, delete one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers. Which is interesting because there's no lava modes in this deck, which is interesting. So I guess Dan doesn't want to take part in that effect. But end of all attacks, trash the opponent's top security card. If this effect didn't trash, delete one of your opponent's Digimon and one of their Tamers. Of course, I suppose the thing with the when digivolving effect there is you probably don't want to take it because the fact that the Gate of Deadly Sins would kill the Lucemon lava anyway. But, you know, like I said, this is more of a fun spin on 7 Great Demon Lords. I don't want to be too critical of it. Would a normal 7 Great Demon Lords deck be better? Probably. But, you know, we're not here to confirm or deny that. We're just here to look at this list and have a bit of fun. We've also got 1 copy of a Gudomon. Which 1 copy, I mean... Okay, go and put my critical hat again on. The Agudamon at 1 copy is a little bit risky, but because if you get that 1 copy in your hand, I don't know how many ways there are of trashing that Agudamon from your hand to your trash. But again, also if you've got less copies of it, there's less of a chance of it getting in your hand, I suppose. So interesting to think, isn't it? But the Agudamon essentially, when digivolving, when attacking, you may place up to 7 Great Demon Lords trait cards with different names for your trash as this Digimon's Digivolution cards. If 4 or more were placed, delete one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers. Then when attacking, by returning those 7 Great Demon Lords trait cards with different names from this Digimon's Digivolution cards to the bottom of the deck, delete 7 of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers, then trash the top 7 cards of their security stack. For each card that was deleted, you reduce the number of security cards trashed. So the wider they've gone, the less you can trash, and and vice versa. So extraordinarily powerful OTK tool. Extraordinarily powerful. And obviously in a normal 7 Great Demons list, we would see more copies of this, but in Dan's kind of more Lucemon centered version, where it's a bit more about control and a bit more about using the Lucemon stuff to kind of just keep your opponent under wraps. But less about that OTK and more about doing the control stuff. But Agudamon still a great pick. We then got Shoto in here just to give blocker to all of our guys and give us some memory at the start of the turn if they've got a Digimon in play. Shoto is fantastic. Obviously, Shoto Mother is really good, but Shoto works just as well in any sort of Demon Lords list. Really cool. We've also got the Mat again. I say again because I've just filmed the Purple Hybrid one and I've talked about this guy 3 times in a row. But if you have 2 memory or less, set your memory to 3. On play, return 1 purple Digimon card or purple option card from your trash to your hand. So it helps you get a lot of your options and a lot of your Digimon out from the trash if you need them. Then we've got 7th Divine Cruise, another Lucemon centered card. When any of your Digimon digivolve into Lucemon X, by returning this card to the bottom of the deck, your opponent may trash their soft security card. If this effect didn't trash, recovery +1. So again, using more of that kind of integration of this trashing and recovery stuff. It is a 7 Great Demon Lords trait card as well. A lot of the options are. So you can actually use this as part of your Agudamon and 7 Gate of Deadly Sin stuff as well. Hello, future me, although technically past me, but older than the me that you were just watching. Try to follow that. I'm just interjecting a second because I completely got the main effect of this card wrong. Like, I read this and thought it meant delete as many Digimon as you have security. That's not right. So if you've got 5 security, you can't delete 5 Digimon. What this does do is delete your opponent Digimon until they have as many as you have security cards. So if they have 6 Digimon and you have 5 security, you only delete 1 Digimon. If you have 1 security and they have 5 Digimon, you delete 4 Digimon, which is still pretty damn good. I definitely not as good as the effect that I got wrong on this, hence why I'm here. But still really good. And then obviously if it deletes, recovery +1. Now back to previous me for the security effect. And then security effect, you may place 1 Lucemon from your trash without paying the cost. So you can play your little Lucemon. You can play these 2 little Lucemons, because I think it's just, is it Lucemon in name? No, it's specifically Lucemon, so it has to play these ones. So you can get a recovery with that. You can get, you can go to this one to get your search. Just really, really cool. Obviously, with it being yellow and purple, we've got less chances of being able to kind of cheat use it unless we get into our Lucemons. But yeah, it's a gross card. Speaking of gross cards, Biting Crush. I hate this card. I hate this card a lot. By trashing 1 card in your hand, delete one of your opponent's level 6 or lower Digimon. If this effect trashed a card with the 7 Great Demon Lords trait, place this card in the battle area. When the effect plays an opponent's Digimon, delay, you may play a Leviamon from your trash without paying the cost. So you then play out your Leviamon, bosh, there he is, and then if they play something out, you then go that Leviamon into this Leviamon X. So really, really good. And the security effect just activates its main effect. So yeah, it's just more deletion. Then we've also got Rise of the 7 Great Demon Lords. Main effect on this one, you may place 1 7 Great Demon Lords trait Digimon card from your hand or trash as the bottom Digivolution card of your Gate of Deadly Sins in the breeding area. Then place this card in the battle area. Then alternate effect, when one of your 7 Great Demon Lords trait Digimon is deleted, delay, you may play 1 7 Great Demon Lords trait Digimon card from this Digivolution cards of your Gate of Deadly Sins in the breeding area without paying the cost, which is awesome. It's just really good. Then the last card we've got in the deck is 2 copies of Darkness Wave. Trash the top 3 cards of your deck. Then if you have a yellow Digimon in play, return 1 yellow or purple Digimon card from your trash to your hand. So of course that's completely geared towards the Lucemon stuff. But yeah, that is the deck, guys. Like I say, it's a bit more of a fun take on 7 Demon Lords, whilst also being kind of gross in a lot of ways. Dan is a massive fan of Lucemon. Like, genuinely, I think he's snuck Lucemon related stuff into more decks than I can dare count. Other than, it just being Lucemon. But yeah, that's his build, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I say, not really a typical 7 Demon Lords list, but still a lot of fun and very potent in its own right. But let me know what you guys think of it. If you guys want to see a more traditional 7 Great Demon Lords list, let me know. I'll see if I can have a chat with one of our more traditional 7 Great Demon Lords players, like Charles or James, and see if we can get their lists, and I'll be able to discuss them on the channel. And yeah, and let me know what else you guys want to see. As I said in Monday's video, 2025 is almost here. You know, so we've got a lot of exciting stuff coming our way in 2025 with the World Convergence event going on in April. But anyways, guys, that's enough from me. Join us for Friday's match between Zafagomon and Dinomon, an EX8 match, nice and early for you guys on the Project Drassel simulator. But until then, guys, keep it digital.